This is A Course of Love, reading 90. We are in the chapter called Love Is. Love appeals to you through the heart. God appeals to you through your heart. Your heart has not been open to the appeals of love, particularly because of your use of concepts. Concepts have been used to order your world and to assist your mind in keeping track of all that is in it. Your mind does not need this assistance. To begin to conceptualize in ways that touch your heart will free your mind of its reliance on thought concepts, thus allowing heart and mind to speak the same language or to be communicated with in the same way. There's been a division between language of your heart and your mind. Your mind insists on thinking and learning in a certain way, a way contrary to the language of your heart. And so, like two people from different countries speaking different languages, there's been little communication and much misunderstanding. Occasionally, the problem associated with a lack of common language has been set aside when the actions needed in a certain circumstances have demanded cooperation. You see this in times of emergency or crisis of every kind. And like the two people from different countries who do not understand each other, working together momentarily diminishes the boundaries of language, and a temporary solidarity is formed through like action. At such times, two strangers who are foreign to one another might recognize that the other's heart is in the right place. The right place with two people, as with mind and heart, is the place of no division. The unification of mind and heart that produces right action currently occurs primarily in crisis situations because of a lack of shared language. The formation of a shared language can thus be seen to aid in unification. The embrace can now be likened to the starting point of a shared language, a language shared by mind and heart and by all people. It is a language of images and concepts that touch the one heart and serve the one mind. Conflict between mind and heart occurs for an additional reason as well. Although the conflict has at its root the problem of language as determined by perception. This is a problem of meaning. Mind and heart interpret meaning in different ways. You do not even begin to understand the enormity of this conflict or what it means to you, but I assure you that as long as mind and heart interpret meaning in different ways, you will not find peace. You have, in the past, accepted these different interpretations as natural. You see that there are two ways of viewing a situation, even if you do not label one way of viewing or perceiving being of the mind and the other of the heart. And you accept the conflict-inducing situation. You accept that your mind sees one truth and your heart another, and you act anyway. You act without agreement or resolution. You act without unity. And just as if you were two people acting on different truths in the same situation, conflict cannot help but continue. No matter which path you follow, the path of the mind or a path of the heart, you will not get where you are wanting to go until they are joined. You might imagine three paths, one path representing mind, one path representing heart, and one path representing wholeheartedness. The path of neither mind nor heart alone will take you where the path of unity will take you, and the journey will not be the same. The major cause of the conflict that arises between mind and heart is the perception of eternal and external differences in meaning. In extreme instances, this is considered moral conflict, an example being the individual knowing the right thing to do, but acting instead on what is the accepted thing to do within his or her community. In such an instance, the external and internal meaning of the same situation are considered to be different. This is fairly easy to see in extreme circumstances, but it is a situation that exists constantly and in every instance until unity is achieved. Until unity is achieved, you do not understand that you give meaning to all things, and that there is nothing and no one external to you who can determine meaning to you. The final thing you must understand is that meaning does not change. While only you can determine meaning, and while only a wholehearted approach will determine true meaning, the truth is the truth, and does not change. Only unity, however, allows you to see the truth and to claim it as your discovery and your truth as well as universal truth. Seeing the truth returns you to unity and to true communication or communion with your brothers and sisters in Christ. Your brothers and sisters in Christ is an expression that has always been meant to symbolize the unity of those who know the one truth. Knowing the one truth is not about knowing a certain dogma or set of facts. Those who know the truth do not see themselves as right and others as wrong. Those who know the truth find it for themselves by joining mind and heart. Those who know the truth become beings of love and light and see the same truth in all. And that was reading 90 of A Course of Love. Take a big breath in and just release everything. And keep breathing in everything, all your thoughts, all your feelings, all these concepts, this new understanding, new way of thinking as presented to us in A Course of Love. And then exhale everything out and just be the void. And in your new breath, bring in the new. Allow it all to circulate within you and renew each cell. And then once again, exhale and let it all go and be a new void. You are in newness with every breath. And so you shall experience the embrace of eternity. Blessings, blessings, blessings.